Hi, I'm Stephen Walker.
I'm Ashley Walker, and this is Word on the Street.
In this week's programme, a taste of China in London. We're in Chinatown to get tips from a top chef.
Stephen's cooking a special meal, so we're shopping for some fresh ingredients. I don't even know what half of this stuff is.
And British food is getting better. We find out how the British menu is changing.
Hi, and welcome to the programme. It might be a bit unfair, but a lot of people think that British food isn't that good.
Ashley, that isn't true. Some of my favourite food is British, and the great thing about living here is you can get good food from all over the world.
I suppose that's true, and I do love a cooked English breakfast.
Knowing what you like is a good start, but you need to know how to ask for it. And you need to have the right language to make sure you get what you want. Don't forget, you can follow each programme on our website. The address is here on the screen.
Stephen is very adventurous in the kitchen, and he likes trying new things. This week we've been out shopping for some special ingredients.
Hi there, this is Chinatown, right in the centre of London. This is one of London's most exciting areas. The streets are full of Chinese shops, Chinese restaurants and markets.
It's my birthday today, and we have got some friends coming over to ours tonight for a special meal. And Stephen has kindly agreed to cook us all some Chinese food.
And hopefully today I'll be picking up some great cooking tips and some fresh ingredients.
Wow, this place is amazing. Look at this, Stephen. I don't even know what half of this stuff is.
Yeah, what do you think this is?
I don't know, but I hope you're getting some ideas for the meal tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting great ideas for tonight. Come on, I know a great restaurant that does really good dim sum.
Dim sum? What's dim sum? Oh, this looks incredible. Is this what you're planning to cook tonight, Stephen?
Let's go inside and try a few things.
I can't wait to try some of these amazing dishes.
Come on, let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. Wow, I'd love to know how they cook this stuff. Do you think they'd let me visit the kitchen? I'd love to meet the chef.
Let's ask the waiter. Excuse me?
Yes, welcome to the Golden Harvest. Can I help you?
Everything is fabulous. In fact, the food is excellent.
Thank you.
I wondered if you could do me a favour. I need some help.
Yeah, sure.
I have to cook a special Chinese meal tonight, and I was wondering if I could go to the kitchen and meet the chef.
Do you want to meet the chef?
I wanted to ask the chef a few questions, get a few tips on how to cook Chinese food.
Yeah, sure. He's very busy, but let me see he's got the time to talk to you.
Thank you very much indeed. Hello, thank you for seeing me.
Oh, sir. Yeah, thank you.
I was wondering if you could give me a few quick tips on how to cook Chinese food.
To cook Chinese food, one, you must have a very good chef.
The chef is very important.
Yeah, very important.
And number two?
And number two is the food must be fresh.
Fresh ingredients.
Yeah, fresh ingredient. Yeah.
And what are we going to cook today?
Today is cooked Kung Fu lobster. Yeah.
Kung Fu lobster.
Yeah.
subway menu. This might come in handy later. That was great, really interesting and a bit scary. I learnt a lot, and you know what? I've got a list of all the ingredients I need for tonight's meal.
Well, you have no excuses now. I'm expecting the perfect meal tonight. Come on, let's finish the shopping so you can get home and do the cooking. So is that everything then?
Let me see. Garlic, noodles, lobster, mushrooms. Yep, that's everything.
Except one thing.
What's that?
A chicken foot.
We'll be back in Chinatown a little later, but first, let's go through all of that with our English language expert, Rob, from the British Council. Oh, that chicken foot was horrible.
The food in the restaurant looked great though.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
And I want to talk about some of the things you said in the restaurant. I want to talk about being polite. Watch this.
I wanted to ask the chef a few questions, you know, get a few tips on how to cook Chinese food.
Yeah, sure. He's very busy, but let me see he's got the time to talk to you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Now, you thanked the waitress very politely. He said, thank you very much indeed. Now, let's say Ashley, I don't know, opened a door for you. What would you say?
Thanks, Ash.
Right, you were very polite to the waitress because you don't know her so well. With your sister or with a friend, you might say thanks or thank you. But with someone you don't know, or when you want to be more polite, you might say thank you very much or thank you very much indeed.
So the more you say, the more polite it is.
Yeah, kind of. Thanks, thank you very much, thank you very much indeed. It's true that we do usually use more words when we want to be more polite. I'll show you another example.
I was wondering if you could do me a favour. I need some help.
Yeah, sure.
I have to cook a special Chinese meal tonight, and I was wondering if I could go to the kitchen and meet the chef.
Do you want to meet the chef?
I was wondering if I could go into the kitchen. You didn't just say, can I go into the kitchen? Why not?
I was being polite.
Right. And you used some interesting language. I was wondering, past tense. If I could, past tense. You did it again in the kitchen. Look.
I was wondering if you could give me a few quick tips on how to cook Chinese food.
Again, I was wondering if you could. Very polite. You know, lots of people think that the British are very formal and very polite and say please and thank you a lot.
Do they?
Lots of people do. I'm not sure it's true personally, but we do use slightly different language when we want to be more polite. And it's useful to recognise that if you're learning English.
Okay.
And one more thing, Stephen. I want to talk about stuff.
What stuff?
This stuff. Watch.
Look at this, Stephen. I don't even know what half of this stuff is.
Wow. I'd love to know how they cook this stuff.
So what's stuff, Stephen?
Stuff. You know, stuff, just things.
It's difficult to explain, isn't it? Stuff is a word we use quite a lot when we're talking informally with our friends. And it just means things or, well, stuff.
Well, thanks for that. Thank you very much indeed for that, Rob. And we'll be back with you later for some more stuff. And now it's time for our weekly quiz, Streetwise.
In Britain, which takeaway food used to be served in newspaper? Is it curry, soup, or fish and chips?
So, how did you get on? Stay watching to find out the answer later in the programme. Me and Stephen always love to try out new dishes, and there is a huge variety to choose from in the UK. As Carmen has been finding out, with new ingredients and new styles of cooking, British food is evolving.
The Chinese introduced Oriental food to Britain. But before the Chinese, immigrants from all around the world came to live in London. British people enjoy a huge range of food and flavours from other countries. This is Borough Market, London's oldest food market. Today you can find food here from all over the world. This is Italian cheese. Each group of settlers brought their own food and styles of cooking, and people here embraced the exciting new flavours. Maybe because British food wasn't very good. Restaurants from all around the world can be found on most British high streets. Indian, Chinese, Greek, Italian, Spanish, Persian, the list goes on. But just what are the UK's favourite dishes?
My favourite meal is Thai green curry.
One of my favourite meals is cottage pie with peas.
My favourite food is Chinese.
What's my favourite meal? Still full English breakfast.
This is a full English breakfast. Tomato, black pudding, sausage, bacon, egg, mushroom.
A big fried breakfast might not be to everyone's taste, but in Britain, there is something for everyone. Celia Brooks-Brown is a food writer and knows all about food and the future of food in the UK today. Looks good. What have we got here, Celia?
Well, this is a British tomato salad with a Yorkshire-made sheep's cheese. And here we have a Barnsley lamb chop with new potatoes and a mint hollandaise sauce.
So is this a sign of development in British cooking?
Yes, people want to know where their food comes from. Chefs in restaurants like these are reinventing classic British dishes. They're using ingredients that are locally sourced and locally grown.
So what about world cuisine?
Well, anything goes. Chefs love to experiment with ingredients from different cultures. And we live in a globalized society. It's very exciting.
Okay, Celia, if you were cooking these dishes at home, what ingredients from different cultures would you use?
Well, I might use something like this. This is a Moroccan spice mix called Ras el Hanout. Have a sniff.
That's really strong.
Lovely, isn't it? Now, this might make a lovely spice rub for that lamb chop.
I can't wait to taste this. The food in Britain reflects the many different cultures here. But some of the old favourites are here to stay. I'm off for my favourite, fish and chips. Want a chip?
And if you'd like more help with the language you heard there, you can go to our website. The address is on the screen.
You're watching Word on the Street.
Still to come in the programme, our friends are about to arrive and I'm having problems in the kitchen.
And have you worked it out yet? Stay watching to find out the answer to Streetwise.
There might be more and more different types of food available, but not all of it is good for you. A combination of poor diet and no exercise can cause health problems. In this week's Seat on the Street, we ask our expert about the growing problem of obesity.
Welcome to Seat on the Street.
Hello.
Please identify yourself.
I'm Anya Lichtarovich, BBC health reporter.
What is the difference between being overweight and obese?
A person who is obese or overweight carries too much fat, which can be very dangerous for their health. This is calculated by body mass index or BMI, and it's based on a person's weight and height. A person with a BMI of more than 25 is overweight, and with a BMI of more than 30 is obese.
Why is obesity such a problem?
Obesity, like many chronic conditions, can seriously affect someone's health. It can lead to type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure and stroke. It can also cause several types of cancer.
Is the problem getting worse?
The latest figures from 2005 show that 1.6 billion people are overweight and 400 million are obese. The World Health Organization says this number is set to increase. There's also a growing problem with childhood obesity.
Is it only a problem in the Western world?
This is not only a problem in the Western world, but also in the developing world. In the Republic of Nauru in the South Pacific, 80% of the population is overweight. Saudi Arabia, South Africa and Tonga also have high levels of obesity. In Nairobi, the Kenyan capital, 12% of the population is obese.
Can obesity be prevented?
Obesity, like many chronic conditions, can be prevented. Eating less sugary and fatty food is very important, as is increasing healthy food in the diet like fruit and vegetables. Doctors say regular exercise at least 5 times a week is needed to maintain a healthy lifestyle.
What is being done to improve the situation?
Some governments are launching initiatives to increase physical activity. They're also calling on the food industry to decrease the amount of salt, sugar and fat in processed food, as well as to decrease portion size. Ultimately, though, it's down to the individual.
Thank you for taking part in Seat on the Street.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go straight back to Chinatown to see how me and Stephen got on.
Remember, I was preparing Ashley's big meal and I still had a few things to buy. Ashley's going to the hairdresser's to get her hair done before tonight, which leaves me just enough time to sort out dessert. It's a bit of a surprise for Ashley. I thought I might get her a nice cake. Hello there.
Hi, how are you, sir? How can I help you?
I'm looking for a cake for my sister's birthday. Do you have any birthday cakes?
Yes, of course you do. You have a selection in here, if you like to choose one.
Ooh, I like the look of that one. What kind is that?
It's a chocolate mousse.
Can I write a message on it?
Yes, of course. I'll just get the chef for you.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you very much
good.
indeed.
Welcome. Thank you.
Can I have a go? Yes. Had you tried your flour? Right, that's pudding sorted. I need to get home. I'm running a bit late, so I'd better hurry. This is a disaster. I'm glad I've got a backup plan. Great. See you in a bit. This isn't going well. My food looks terrible. I don't think any of this is edible.
Hi, Stephen.
Oh no, Ashley's here.
Hi.
Oh, happy birthday, Ash.
Thank
Come
you.
in. Hi, guys. All right?
How's it going? How are my tasty dim sums coming along?
Oh, the food's going, well, it's been hard work. But it's looking okay.
Good. Well, I'll just put this in the fridge then.
No, don't go in there.
What? Why not?
Because I don't like anyone watching me when I'm cooking. And it's a complete mess in there.
Okay.
Well, I'll get that.
Well, who's that? Everybody's here already.
That is your surprise.
My surprise?
Yes, your surprise.
Oh I got a surprise, guys. I wonder what it is. Should we sit and have some food, then?
Thank you, you've saved my life.
Wow, that was really amazing, Stephen. You know, that tasted almost as good as the food we had in that restaurant earlier.
Yeah.
Haven't I seen this somewhere before, though?
Yeah, the guys in the restaurant were really helpful. I followed the recipe and I'm glad you like it.
Oh. So, what's my surprise?
Ah, well,
What is it?
I made you a birthday cake.
Wow, Stephen, that's amazing. You have been busy, haven't you?
Nothing's too good for my sister.
Oh. Well, did you say that you made this cake?
Yeah, why?
Well, it seems to have a label on it saying, handmade in London. It's the thought that counts, eh? My brother.
Happy birthday, Ashley.
Thanks.
Did you get a lot of nice presents?
Yes, thank you, I did. I got a really amazing pair of shoes.
Wow. Actually, when I said, did you get a lot of nice presents, what did get mean in that sentence?
Get a lot of nice presents. Receive, I suppose. Did you receive a lot of presents?
Right. Get is interesting. Sometimes students ask me, what does get mean? And the answer is lots of different things. Listen to what Stephen says here.
Ashley's going to the hairdresser's to get her hair done before tonight, which leaves me just enough time to sort out dessert. It's a bit of a surprise for Ashley. I thought I might get her a nice cake.
OK, well, let's start with the last thing Stephen said. I thought I'd get her a nice cake. What do you think get means in that sentence?
Buy. I thought I'd buy her a nice cake.
Right. I've got a surprise.
I got a surprise, guys. I wonder what it is. Have, I suppose.
Right. Have got is something we use all the time, isn't it? She's got blonde hair. I've got two sisters. It just means the same as have, like you said.
OK.
But we only use it for things, not for actions. So you can say, I haven't got enough time, but you can't say, I've got breakfast at 7 o'clock.
No. What about the other thing Stephen said about me getting my hair done?
Let's have a look.
Ashley's going to the hairdresser's to get her hair done before tonight.
Get something done, like get her hair done or get the house painted, means someone else is doing it for you. You can say have as well. So have your hair done or have the house painted.
I see. Are there other things we use get for?
Definitely. Let's have a look again.
Oh, I'll get that.
I'll answer it.
That's right, and there are more. Look.
Can I write a message on it?
Yes, of course. I'll just get the chef for you.
I need to get home. I'm running a bit late, so I better hurry.
But I hope you're getting some ideas for the meal tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting great ideas for tonight.
Get the chef is like go and fetch.
Yeah.
And I said you're getting some great ideas.
Well, I think you get the idea, Ashley. Get is a word we use a lot in several different ways. In fact, there's another interesting way to use get, one you didn't use, but I want to mention it because it's really useful. Look at this sentence. It's getting very hot in here.
Getting hot.
Right. Get with adjectives, things like hot, cold, old, big, means something like become. It's talking about something changing. It's getting very hot in here. My hair's getting very long. Things like that. If you're learning English, listen out for get and make a note of what people say and how they use it. It's a really useful word.
Well, thanks a lot for that, Rob. I feel like my knowledge of English is getting better all the time. Now, we've just got time to find out the answer to this week's Streetwise.
In Britain, which takeaway food used to be served in newspaper? Is it curry, soup, or fish and chips? And the answer is fish and chips.
I hope you got that. If not, better luck next time. I think that's about it from us for now.
Before we go, let's look back at today's programme. We started today by talking about how to be polite. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions. More words usually means more polite. We also talked about get. It can mean lots of different things. Receive, answer, fetch, lots of things. Then there's have got, like I've got 2 sisters, that just means the same as have. Also, there was get something done, like get my hair cut, when someone else does it for you. And there was get with adjectives. It's getting hot, my hair's getting long, talking about things changing. And one final thing, stuff. I hope you enjoyed me talking to you about this stuff. Don't forget to visit our website for more help with your English.
Thanks, Rob. From Ashley, Rob and me, goodbye.
Goodbye.